Shri Gurubhyo Namaha students. Today we'll see when premium for goodwill is brought in kind. X and Y are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. On 1st April 2020, they admit Z as partner for 1/4 share in profits. Z contributed following assets towards his capital and for a share of goodwill. Stock rupees 60,000, debtors rupees 80,000, land rupees 1 lakh, plant and machinery rupees 40,000. On the date of admission of Z, the goodwill of the firm was valued at rupees 6 lakh. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of the firm on Z's admission. So we'll see what is the treatment. Sum number 28. So here, first we have to see what is the sacrificing ratio. As the new ratio is not mentioned, or the new ratio how the new partner is going to get from other partners is not given, so just the new share is alone given, so we can consider that the sacrificing ratio of the old partners remains the same in this case, okay, because we will consider total share to be 1 and we'll subtract this new partner's share alone from that, and when we calculate or when we multiply the rest of the share, remaining share with the old partners ratio, old ratio, then definitely the sacrificing ratio will remain the same, okay. So the sacrificing ratio of X and Y will be the same. Now we have to see how much is the share of goodwill Z has to bring, okay. So now we'll see the working notes only for that. So in working notes, first we have to say how much is the sacrificing ratio of the existing partners. Here, as it is remaining the same, the old ratio 3:2 shall be the sacrificing ratio also. Okay. Now second, we are going to calculate how much is the goodwill share of Z brought in by him. The firm's goodwill is rupees 6 lakh, and out of this 6 lakh, Z's share is only 1/4. Okay. So Z's share of goodwill is 1/4 of this 6 lakh. Right? So Z's share of goodwill is rupees 1,50,000. Now we'll come to the journal entry. I'll take this column for date, particulars, debit in rupees, credit in rupees. Yes. So first, he is going to bring assets, isn't it? He is going to bring the goodwill in kind, isn't it? So first we will pass entry for the assets brought in for capital and premium for goodwill. So he is admitted on 1st April of 2019. So first he brings stock, debit, amount is 60,000. Next, debtors account, debit 80,000. Then land account, debit 1 lakh, and plant and machinery account, debit 40,000. Okay. Yes. So now he is bringing this for his capital, isn't it? So Z's capital account. 1,30,000 is the capital he is bringing in, and premium for goodwill we have already calculated, is 1,50,000. Okay, so in narration we'll write being sundry assets brought in by Z against capital and premium for goodwill. Yes. Now the next entry is the compensation entry. Premium for goodwill account debit rupees 1,50,000 to, who are the partners, sacrificing partners, X and Y, isn't it? X and Y. Yes. So out of this 1,50,000, X is to get 3/5 share because 3/5 is a sacrifice, and Y is to get 2/5. Okay. So we can even include this in the working notes. Compensation to X, out of this 1,50,000 is to get 3/5. So 30,000 into 3, he'll get 90,000 rupees. Yes, 90,000 rupees. And Y is to get 30,000, that is 60,000. Okay, so Y is to get 60,000 as compensation. And the narration for this is being the premium for goodwill credited to the sacrificing partners in their sacrificing ratio, which is 3:2. Okay, so this is how when the goodwill is brought in kind is adjusted. Now we will see how this premium for goodwill, when it is brought by the new partner and when it is withdrawn by the old partners either fully or partly, what is the treatment to be made. So here A and B are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted C as a partner for 3/7 share of profit, and the new profit sharing ratio is also given 2:3. C brought rupees 2 lakh as his capital and rupees 1,50,000 as premium for goodwill, and half of their share of premium was withdrawn by A and B from the firm. So now calculate the sacrificing ratio and pass necessary journal entries for the above transactions in the books of firm. So we'll see how to make entries when they withdraw. Sum number 30. So first we have to calculate the sacrificing ratio. Okay. So first we'll start with the working notes. Old profit sharing ratio of A and B is 3 is to 2. And now the new profit sharing ratio is of A, B and C is 2 is to 2 is to 3. Okay. So now to find out the sacrificing ratio, for A, when we subtract the new ratio from the old ratio, we'll get the sacrificing ratio. Okay. So 3 by 5 minus his new ratio is 2 by 7. So 35, 11 by 35. Next, for B, 2 by 5 minus 2 by 7, 35, 4 by 35. So their sacrificing ratio is 11 is to 4. And how much is C bringing in for his premium for Goodwill? It is 1,50,000. So the compensation to be paid for A is, from this 1,50,000, he should get 11 by 15. Okay. So it is 1,10,000 for A, and for B it is 4 by 15. So it is 40,000, the compensation to be paid. Okay. Yes. Now we'll move to journal entry. Debit and credit. So now C is bringing rupees 2 lakh for his capital and 1,50,000 for his premium. So bank account debited with 3,50,000 to C's capital account rupees 2 lakh, and premium for Goodwill account 1,50,000. Okay. So mention the narration as the amount brought in by C for capital and premium for Goodwill. Okay. Now next is we have to compensate the sacrificing partners. So premium for Goodwill account debit to, the sacrificing partners are A and B. A's capital account to B's capital account. Okay. So this 1,50,000 is distributed to A and B in the sacrificing ratio. That is, A should get 1,10,000 and B should get 40,000. And the narration for this being compensation credited to sacrificing partners in their sacrificing ratio. The ratio is 3 is to 2, no, 11 is to 4. Yes. So the third entry is for the withdrawal of the premium for goodwill by the existing partners. Okay. So as they withdraw, their capital account is going to decrease. So capital account decrease has to be credited. I'm sorry, debited. So A is capital account debit, then B is capital account debit. They are going to take half of the amount from this compensation. Okay. So half of 1,10,000 is 55,000. Half of 40,000 is 20,000. So they are withdrawing half of the compensation paid. Okay. So they withdraw totally 75,000. Being half of goodwill withdrawn by A and B. Okay. So this is the third entry. That is when the partners are withdrawing the compensation paid or the premium for goodwill out of the business. Okay. Thank you, children. The next method we'll see in the next class.